So you want to build wealth like a pro, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, I want to say congratulations and kudos to you for being ambitious enough to want to take practical steps to position yourself to build wealth. But there's one question I want you to ask yourself, and that is, what is your SOP to build wealth? Your standard operating procedures to build wealth.
Gary Thompson, the sales communication professional, best-selling author and private equity investor, says, master the client conversion ladder and optimize your business success. He continues, many rising stars in business try to get from A to Z in a split second in the client conversion journey. That approach will set you up for frustration, time, money, and effort being wasted. The alphabet has 26 letters. Each letter has great significance in words formation and in human expression. The client conversion process has many steps, and when these steps are overlooked, it negatively influences your ability to attract and communicate with the ideal client. You must invest in breaking through the know, like, and trust barriers that allow you to win in business. He went on to say, the first step in your client conversion journey begins with relationships. 1. Fill the relationship gaps. 2. Leverage relationships to overcome client rejection. 3. And position your brand to stand out in the market. Gary wants you to be successful and invites you to call us today to help you master the client conversion ladder, optimize your brand recognition, and increase the cash flow of your business.
Because they're SOPs. And when you understand those SOPs, which I'm going to share with you today, is what is going to make your journey to build wealth much easier. So let us suppose that you have done the work and you've traded your time for money and you've made a significant of money by trading your time for money. And now you want to get into the passive income cash flow space. Again, what is your SOP in the context of passive income cash flow? What is your SOP? And do you have the ability to build wealth leveraging passive income cash flow? Now let's look at some passive income streams. Are you investing in real estate portfolio? Are you invested in stocks, bonds, and mutual funds? Are you invested in Vanguard Index and ETF? They say that Vanguard Index and ETFs are some of the best investment portfolio because it significantly minimizes your risk exposure. The big question I want you to be asking yourself here too, as you set yourself up to build wealth leveraging passive income, you want to ask yourself, what is the data saying about all of this? We call it data analytics. And why data is so important? Because data allows you to collect important information that can prevent you from having stress, all right, sleepless nights, and the loss of capital. Data puts you in that position to win because you're collecting the right information. You're now able to analyze that data. You're now able to leverage that information like a pro to build wealth like a pro because you have the right information, and you're also able to mitigate risk like a pro. And that's what data does. The thing that happens here is that because you don't have an SOP, a standard operating procedure, you set yourself up to undermine your dreams and hopes and aspiration. You must have an SOP in the context of wealth creation. And if you don't know how, my simple and humble advice to you is to get a mentor, get a coach, get a sponsor, become a part of a supportive community that wants you to win. Because not every community wants you to win, all right? Not every community wants you to win. So you have to be very selective. You have to have that spirit of discernment. Now let's go a little deeper into this. To build wealth like a pro, these are a number of things that you want to examine and to ensure that you're in a position of strength to respond in a positive to this situation. Do you have the ability to leverage passive income strategies? I want to take the very first concept that we talked about early on. Are you invested in real estate portfolios? What is so significant about real estate portfolios? But just before I get into invested in real estate, I want to share a couple of things with you. I have done the analysis, and while I love stocks, I love bonds and mutual funds, I love Vanguard and ETF even more, there's something that I really love doing because of its ability to generate multiple streams of income, and that is real estate investment. So I began to set myself up as a private equity investor, specializing in real estate portfolios. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to share some of my experience here with you. As an investor who wants to generate massive amount of income from real estate, two things happen here. You can set yourself up to be an active earner or a passive earner. The active earner means that you're investing and you are responsible for running the day-to-day management of your apartment unit. So that might be a 2 apartment, a 5 apartment, a 10 apartment, or 100 or 500 unit apartment. But you are responsible for managing this, and this is a lot of work. Perhaps one way in which you could delegate this responsibility out is to hire a super, and the super is the person that manage those portfolios for you. They're on site, so if something electrical goes bad, they're there to fix it. If something goes bad with the heating system, they're there to fix it or supervise that process. If there's water leakage, they're there to ensure that it is fixed. So then now is how it becomes passive income cash flow, because you now don't have to, you're now responsible for running the day-to-day management of those portfolios, because you hire a super or you hire a real estate management company to take care of those things and for you. So you have both passive and active income in this stream. But let me go into this a little bit more. As an investor in real estate investment gives you asset appreciation. Asset appreciation. And here is where some of the magic begins to take place, because let us suppose you put $1 million into a portfolio or $10 million into a portfolio, and there's constant high demand for your portfolios. Several things happen in terms of the asset appreciation. And asset appreciation takes place in two forms. You have force appreciation, and this is where you are investing in the portfolio, refining the portfolio to make the portfolio better. So every time you invest, you're raising the quality of standard, the quality of living condition for the community. So you have both natural and forced appreciation. And forced appreciation, again, is when you invest in your estate to raise the value of that estate, to create more comfort for your occupancy. Natural appreciation takes place over a period of time. So every year, as you may find there inflation taking place, inflation is some of the things that helps to push the value of your estate up. The demand for housing is something that's going to help to push the value of your estate up. And what happens in this case, because you have asset appreciation, there's a concept that we call equity leverage. That means as the asset appreciates, it gives you equity, and you can now take out the equity. And largely because we are talking about building wealth like a pro, as you take out those equity can now go into other asset accumulation, meaning that you're not taking out the equity to put it into a liability, but you're taking out the equity to put it into other income producing assets. And that literally will set you up to start building wealth like a pro, because you now don't only have one unit, all right, or one real estate building that is generating multiple streams of income, but you now have multiple income units that is generating multiple income for you. This in of itself is what I believe create that snowball of wealth building stacking. It's what we call snowball of wealth stacking, because as you invest in more income producing asset, they all gives you asset appreciation. When you know what you're doing, they all give you equity leverage. You can take out those equity, put those equity into other asset accumulation. By extension, now you're creating that snowball of wealth stacking. So you want to build wealth like a pro. Again, I want to bring you back to something I said early on. You need to get savvy with data. You don't want this to be an emotional decision. You want to ensure that you're collecting the information, you're analyzing the information, and you're leveraging data in the right way in order to mitigate risk and optimize your chance of building wealth. Now, if you don't know how to do this, my advice is to get in contact with a mentor, a coach, get a sponsor, be part of a supportive community that can help you to make smarter, wiser, better decisions on your wealth building journey. Feel free to reach out to me or my community, and we are here to give you that support to win on your wealth building journey, so you too can build wealth like a pro.
10X Branding and Marketing LLC, powering the next generation of unicorns. At 10X B&M LLC, we specialize in market research, brand innovation, market integration, and client conversion optimization. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing the strategic insights and innovative solutions needed to accelerate growth and unlock your company's full potential. Whether you're a startup looking to attract investors and your ideal clients, or an established business ready for market expansion, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Let 10x Branding and Marketing LLC fuel your journey to exceptional business success. Contact us now for a free consultation on how we can position your business to become a unicorn.